Alrighty guys, we are live and we are recording. We're here for episode 1 of the NBM Digital Diary. This is going to be epic, guys. We're going to talk about some really cool stuff today. We've got quite a few viewers that have logged on with us now. Thank you for joining us, guys. It's an exciting time, actually. You know, we're only halfway through promo period. Halfway through. Introductions. I'm Al.
I'm JoVictor.
That's JoVictor.
And thank you for joining us, guys.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Really super exciting. I'll bump up the audio just a little bit for some people because they're saying it's a little bit low. So let's bump that up just a little bit. And yeah, so today, guys, we're going to be going through and sort of talking into not the entire roadmap. You guys have the web address for it. Please go and look at it if you haven't. If you're wanting to read more into it, we don't want this to be a 4-hour stream. We want this to be as informative as possible for you guys. And it's also going to be recorded. We're going to throw this up on YouTube again, episode 1 of the NBM Digital Diary. So there are going to be more episodes in the future. We're going to talk about NBM for the hardcore NBM gamers. That's what this is for. You guys love NBM, we love NBM, and we're not just here to bribe you with giveaways. All right, we're here to inform you because information and knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your investments. So, JoVictor,
Yeah,
go for it.
A-Rex is telling me to marry him. Man, I'm sorry, I can't. Your wife is already there.
Yeah, she's
It
in the
would be
room, man.
kind
Come on. Very good, very good.
I
Alrighty,
think
so
we can start by waiting for some people's questions.
yeah, cool, okay. A-Rags, thank you, love you too. I don't know you, but I love you too. You're here, so thank you. You love NBM, so I love you too.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so I guess what we can do is I would really like to start just to start going through some key points in the first sort of section of the roadmap. Real beginner entry level stuff. Obviously, some of the members that have been around for a while, they're going to know what we're talking about. So we hope not to bore you, but the whole point of this is that anyone can look at this in the next couple of months before the game launches, and they'll understand what we're talking about. Okay, so we really thank you guys for being here and supporting us. That's awesome. But you might hear some stuff that you already know. Too bad, we're going to say it anyway. All right, because it is talking points, and we would love to hear any questions that you guys have. So if you do have a question, don't just throw it in the chat, guys, especially if it's with regards to the project or anything that we're covering. What I would like is if you save that question, write it into a channel on Discord or something, just put it somewhere. We're going to be requesting questions sort of towards the end, okay? And then that's when we're going to start going through, and we might even have some veteran users in the chat who can also help us answer those questions as well, because me and JoVictor, we don't know everything, guys, all right? We're in the same position as you, and at the end of the day, we're players as well, and if there's some questions that we don't know the answer to, we want to know what the answer is. So
Yeah.
veterans, please help us out
Guys,
if there's anything.
Yeah, we're no rapid raging gamers here.
That's
so-
it. Yeah, actually, Rapid. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. DM Rapid. He knows everything. No, okay. Don't DM him. He's gonna hate me after this. 66 DMs. Very good. Alrighty, guys. Well, Joe, you ready to go through this, man?
Yeah, let's do this.
Perfect. Alrighty. Stop me if you want to talk into something. Please interrupt me. Anyone that's seen my streams before knows I'm a talker. I don't mind being interrupted because it actually breaks it up. It's good. Alrighty, guys. So this is the roadmap. The updated version is the V0.6. Now you can find this on the battleminers.com webpage. Okay, so again, we're not going to be touching on everything, but we do want to touch on some really important stuffs that you probably aren't even aware of yet. There was some stuff that I read through earlier, and I sort of went, whoa, okay, cool, that's awesome. So please have a look yourself after this if you want to look into some more stuff. Okay, so obviously we've got the contents. I don't know exactly how much of this we're going to touch on, but we'll go through anyway. There's a welcome. There's basically the 3 different ways of being able to accumulate revenue, right? Because that's what we're here for. We're here to play a game, but we're also here to have some sort of passive income. That would be amazing, right? So the first is active, the second is passive, and the third is trading. So active is when you're actively playing the card game side of it. Passive is when you're actually using your cards to mine passively and income, just passive income. And then the third is trading, where basically we'll be able to trade amongst ourselves, alrighty? And that includes the NFTs, such as, you know, the land cards, the active cards, the construction cards, but also the 4 different types of tokens as well. There's Actium, there's Constructium, there's Minium, and there's Fusium as well. Okay, so all 4 of those are being able to be traded. So if they go up in value and you've been mining them, well, you can sell those for wax. Okay, so there's 3 different ways that you can generate some sort of passive or some sort of income. Okay, pretty cool. Anything that you want to touch on with that, JoVictor?
Yeah, no, really. I think this is pretty straightforward. So
Yep, pretty straightforward. Most of the games that I've come across so far really only have 1 or 2 sort of mechanics for income. So I guess having that third thing is awesome. You know, when we're talking about other games, usually the active and the passive in NBM's case is sort of, it's linked, it's together, and then you've got the trading aspect of it, right? So that's the main difference for NBM versus other platform games that we've seen in the space.
The thing that got me attracted to NBM in the first place was the trading aspect, because there isn't actually anyone doing this right now.
Correct. Yeah. I agree. There's going to be so many different ways that we can actually produce income here, which is awesome. And so, you know, you can do it at an entry level, you can do it at a medium tier level, or you can do it at a high level. It really depends on how you want to get involved. Really, at the end of the day, it's all up to you, and it's all up to choice, which is cool. Everybody loves choices.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so there's a nice big part here on bots, guys. Okay, now I'm hoping that we don't have any bots viewing at the moment. I don't think they'd be very interested in joining the Twitch stream. So I would like to think that we've got 67 viewers that are actually interested in what we're talking about, and they're not just here for drops, because you're not going to get any. But there's a nice big section on bots, and if you've been involved in the community, you'll know we've got a team of bot hunters, guys. You know, and they live for the hunt. I'm telling you now. In the community mods channel, the hunt is on every single day. So for you guys viewing, which is awesome, it's an awesome thing. It makes everything so much more fair for you guys. You know, there's more chances to pick up drops. There's more chances to participate in the sales, all those sorts of things. Removing all of these bots is a fantastic thing for everyone, except the owner of the bots, right? Because then they got to play. They got to use their main account, and they got to talk to us. It's great. Anyway, so a couple of things just with regards to the implementations that the NBM devs have done to avoid bots. It's basically going to be you know, the outcomes, I guess, would be the first stage will be exclusively for investors. We'll talk about investors coming up in a second. The second stage for the sales will be for whitelisted members, so whitelisted Wax wallets. The third stage will be exclusively for web subscribers, so we might get a little, you know, a couple of bots trickling in through the web subscribers, and then obviously the fourth stage will be the public sale. We might get quite a few bots coming into the public sale, but by then, what they're actually hoping is that all of you guys, the guys that are here now, putting the time in, participating in the community, doing all the giveaways, all of that sort of stuff, you guys are going to be sorted. You guys will already have you would have purchased all of your stuff already, so you're not even competing with bots, which is the great thing. That's what they're doing. They're trying to reward all of us, which is what we want. Anything further on
Yeah,
that, JoVictor?
yeah, this is a really good whitelist model because most of the times this whitelist has been used. It has sold out even before second wave of sales have happened. So these web subscribers, which is something that might keep a huge influx of bots, will just simply won't be able to buy it.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. That's right. So come the second stage, hopefully everyone here that's here now, the second stage, you're going to be able to buy during the second stage. As long as you guys have, participated in drops, you've been, whitelisted, which is not very hard, to be perfectly honest. To be whitelisted, you sort of only really need to be active, and you really are, actually, no, I think it's wax linked, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, it is not clear, right?
I think they're keeping that a little bit of a secret, which is probably not a bad thing, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it is realistic to get the active role and be kind of safe about it.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. So yeah, okay, that was the bot section of the roadmap. Now, sorry, I just have to make clear for anyone that's new, this is not the white paper. This is the roadmap, right? So, there is so much information in here that you could pretty much call it a white paper, but it's not actually the white paper. So I'm a little bit scared for when the white paper is released because there's so much stuff in here. Usually the roadmap of projects is just like little dots on the screen with a couple of things next to them. And that's this is our roadmap. But NBM goes, here's a big phone book sized document. That is our roadmap, right? That's what these guys are about. Moving on. So this is the very brief roadmap here that you guys can have a look. Essentially, we've got the growing community and the promo running from August all the way through to the end of September. So that promo period is what we're currently in now. We're pretty much halfway through promo period, and coming up in 5 days is actually going to be the burning of the stickers, which I think everyone's really excited about. So here is the information on promo period.
I think Mac has just joined. Welcome, man. It's great to have you around.
Sorry, who's just joined?
Vedmac.
Oh, Vedmac. Hey, the machine.
the
machine.
The best dev in the Wax community right now.
That's it, mate. You've been doing a fantastic job. We'll be talking more into some of your accomplishments already, actually, with regards to what you've decided to do differently as opposed to other projects, which I guess is in the opening statement, right? Of the it's at the front of the NBM website. It's at the start of the roadmap. It's in the first about us page in the Discord, and it's basically that they've observed other games and they've observed other projects in the space and they want to improve, which is amazing because that's what the space needs. It needs to be improved. You can sort of polish a piece of poo, but at the end of the day, it's still a piece of poo, right? Whereas if you completely reconfigure how that poo is made, maybe it's not a poo anymore. Alrighty, so back to promo period. Promo period is from the 1st of August until the end of September. Now, obviously, we're on the 10th of September now, depending where you are in the world. Hopefully, actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure that the whole world is on the 10th of September now, which is great. In 5 days, we've got the burning. Now, the burning is basically the mechanic behind exchanging your giveaways that you've won throughout the promo period. So right now, there's 2 things that you can actually win. In giveaways, you can win stickers or you can win card pieces. Now the stickers you'll be able to burn directly for promo packs, which is awesome. And then the card pieces, you need to gather 5 of them together, and using the NBM platform, you're able to blend those together into an active card promo pack as well. Okay, so in any case, you just want to win giveaways. Now, there was a very, very recently released, I guess you could say, mechanic or feature that was released on the NBM game website, and that was only something. I think it was sort of last minute. I think they sort of went, "Hey, I don't know whether it was planned but it was sort of just seemed to have been announced and released fairly quickly." Was the blending of the 5 different types of stickers for 6 packs, which 20%. That's big. I know I did about 7 of those blends myself. So I ended up with 7 more active cards than if I just waited till the burning period started, which I'm totally happy about, actually. Did you manage to do any of those blends at all, JoVictor?
Yeah, actually, I did 4 blends, and I was liking one NBM 100 or one NBM 1000 sticker to get it.
Yeah.
But this is something that really goes with what Diablo, Denison, and Vedmek have been talking since day one. They really want all promo cards to have utility, so they for sure won't leave behind anyone who has come in, who has supported the project since the start. So as you can see now, if you look at the market, those early adopter stickers are priced way higher than any other sticker.
Yeah, they're crazy. Absolutely crazy. I think the 500 was the most sought after NFT over the past sort of week since it's been released, and I think that's because the 2 different types of blends that they had obviously contain the 500, but I don't think 500 have been given out. I don't even think half of the 500s have been given out. So I think the 500s are even more rare than the hundreds and the thousands at the end of the day. So it was an interesting couple of days when everyone was trying to swap and sell and all those sorts of things. I know I swapped a pack with 2 card pieces for, I think it was for a 500. And that was my very last blend because I had one day 9 left and I had one 1000 left as well. And I wanted to use them. I didn't want to sell them. I didn't want to swap them. I wanted to use them to get that extra 20%, to get that extra pack. And I had to give up a pack and 2 of my card pieces for it. But that's cool. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Yeah. Yeah, listen, Cupid is cool. Okay. Yeah, I remember when, Cupid is cool saying, I remember stickers used to be 40 wax. I actually remember when they were 10.
Yeah.
I remember when they were 10 wax. I think now, if we have a look at the, I'll just quickly jump over to the games site here, and I'll jump over to the market. Now, we're looking at the cheapest card piece is 5 times that. It's now 50 wax, and the cheapest sticker is sitting at 230. It's $68.72 US. And these stickers, we're in promo period, guys. What is wrong with you degenerate gamblers? I love it. I absolutely love it. It blows my mind. Every single thing, obviously apart from the packs here, but every single sticker that's here, all of these guys, all of these card pieces, they were all given away for free. All right, and you guys are off selling them for some actually really decent money. I love it. It's so good. But anyway, back to the roadmap.
Yeah, Olga has asked us, did we sleep last night? Or is it night kind of thing? Yeah, it is night at Owl's place. He's in Australia.
Yep. So it's 9:30 p.m. now for me.
Yeah, and it is 8:35 a.m. in here. So I did sleep some. It was not very much, but
I don't sleep much these days either. I can't afford to. I missed too many giveaways.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's actually worked out really well that JoVictor is 13 hours behind me. So I really only have to do like a 12 hours plus, -1 sort of type thing for me to figure out what his time is. But this sort of seems to be the optimal time where it's early for him, but he's awake, and it's not too late for me either. So really lucky that this is we've managed to sort of work out the logistics behind the timing and everything. And again, really happy that you guys could be here because If it was any later, I probably wouldn't be able to be here, and if it was any earlier, JoVictor probably wouldn't be able to be here either. So it's worked out really well.
Yeah, actually, we're sitting at 69 viewers right now. So
69
viewers,
viewers. Look at that. Actually, I might take a quick screenshot of that because that's screenshot worthy, I think. Boom. There we go. Lovely. Okay, got that. Alrighty, guys. So that's promo period. We're almost through it. Oh, sorry, just over halfway through it. And yeah, you guys are crazy for selling some free stuff that's so expensive, but just for the simple fact that you can, it blows my mind. Now what I really want to touch on, which is really important, there's a lot of questions that I've seen in the Discord lately from new users, new community members, but also maybe community members that have been here but haven't really had the time to be too active. We understand that, you know, not everybody can live in the server like Rapid Raging Gamer, but investor role is basically a role that is going to be, it's automatic, guys. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to apply. You don't have to send a transaction on the blockchain to confirm. You don't have to do any of that. Basically what it is it's when you hold 10 assets or more in your Wax wallet. Okay, that doesn't include card pieces. Card pieces need to be blended into packs, which then the pack will then be counted as one. Okay, so 5 card pieces blended into one pack. That one pack will go towards the 10 assets. Now, in the roadmap, it does say here every holder of 10 plus active cards from promo collection, and then also promo stickers as well. But what they've done is they've also included the packs on that as well. And I think the main reason why they've done that is because they understand that there are some users that are assuming that they're going to be able to open those packs at a later stage once more cards have been released and revealed, which makes total sense, okay? Because when you're opening these packs, it does actually, there's a little warning that comes up that says there's only a certain amount of, you know, cards that have actually been released. Opening them up will basically give you a choice out of what is released so far. So it is a fairly viable assumption that if you wait to open those packs, then you'll be able to get some stuff later, different stuff, different cards later on. So what they've done is they've added that active pack onto the list. So 3 things: stickers, packs, and active cards. So any 10 combination of those, and you can get investor roll. Okay. Do you want to talk about the perks of investor roll, JoVic?
Yeah, actually, I think you should mention it. I want to talk about how many stickers and active cards have been distributed.
Oh, actually, I'd really like to know that too.
Yeah, so like 2 or 3 days ago, VedMac has told us that we have right now 616 possible investors. So that means we have around 6,160 cards circulating at the moment.
But that's just for investors, though. That doesn't include people that have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right?
Yeah, that is right. But this is something we should definitely keep looking at, because that means we still have 4,000 possible cards that can be used for you guys to become investors.
Yep, definitely. And I think that's really important to mention as well. You're not late, guys. It might be expensive on Atomic Hub, and we understand that, you know, if we're looking at $62.72 for the cheapest sticker, that goes towards that investor roll, and, you know, timesing that by 10, where there's not 10 of them listed at $62.72, there's only one. So you're looking at a $600+ investment to be able to get investor roll, but you just have to be active, guys. There's always giveaways. I mean, I was talking about my wheel a little bit earlier before we started the recording, and my first wheel that I did, I gave away 8. I gave away 4 card pieces and I gave away 4 stickers. Now, I think there was about 44 people on the stream. That's a 1 in 5 chance of winning. You know, and you sort of have a look at some of the giveaways in some of the giveaways channels, and, you know, you're looking at a 1, 2, or 3 in 2 or 300 chance, right? So really at the end of the day, it is all just about being active, guys, and my wheels are absolutely ruthless. If you have actually witnessed them, I'm no bullshit. If you're not there to claim it, then you don't get it. It gets re-rolled on the spot, and it gets re-rolled quick.
And this is a pretty good thing for non-batters because they're already there. They will be active, right?
That's right. Yep, exactly. So, if you don't respond to my such and such is a winner within at least 10 seconds, it's that quick. Then it gets re-rolled. But that's just how I roll, guys. I'm quick, ruthless, and you know what? I find it really super exciting, and I'm pretty sure all the people that join my wheel are as well. But that's one example of the sort of giveaways that happen in the Discord. And all you got to do is you just got to be active. You've got to be there, and you've got to be participating. All right, that's all it is. So you're not too late.
Yeah, so Z-Manner is in the house. What is up, man? It is great having you around. Gerd Baines says that he said max tickets, so it includes all cards. And also VetMac has told that right now we have 438 potential tickets from 670 and 24 possibilities. So we still got at least 3,800 stickers or promo cards or active cards to give away. So
that is
insane. Guys have a lot of time to get that investment.
There's a lot of opportunities there. You think about the percentage of actual users who are active daily, and if we're talking as a percentage or a ratio of the maximum amount of users that are in the server, I think we've just crossed 2,000 active users out of 6,000, almost 7,000 now, I think it is, total users. We're talking maybe 25%, maybe not even. So really, you're not looking at a 1 in 7,000 chance of winning these giveaways or participating in contests. You're actually looking at a much lower ratio, or there's a much higher chance of that happening, right? So I think that's really important to remember. So much more going on over the next couple of weeks until promo period finishes. But just touching on Investor Roll again, guys, the perk of getting Investor Roll is essentially to be able to get dibs at the sales. Okay, so I think the NBM devs were really, really keen on rewarding the most dedicated of community members. Now, you could be dedicated in terms of spending time in the server, chatting, and interacting with the community, participating in giveaways, participating in competitions and all those sorts of things. That's one way of investing. You're investing your time, right? Or you can be an investor where you invest your money, okay, and buy from secondary. If you don't have the time to invest your time, that's perfectly fine. We don't cut you out of this role. There is still a chance for you to check out the secondary market on Atomic Hub or even on the actual NFT website to be able to participate. There's multiple ways of getting the investor role. It's not just for those who have deep pockets, or it's not just for those that live on our server. They've really tried to open that up to as many people as possible in a couple of different ways, which I find is really, really cool. It's actually very unique.
Yeah. To be honest, we always need some help. So any voluntary work you do is also going to get adequately talked about.
Yep.
People that are making the community better, and that, of course, I must mention you all because you're the DJ, so you always try to get people happy. And
hell yeah, it's all about energy, my friend. It's all about energy.
Yeah. There's also Magellas, that is right now our crazy scientist.
Oh, I love Magellas's like link solves and riddles. Oh, they're so good. I can't do them. I just have to say that. I don't have that. Like, I don't have that sort of drive to really want to solve his stuff because my brain would explode. But just for the simple fact that it's there, and what he does, he spends so much time on setting those riddles and stuff up. He really does. And so I'm sure everybody really appreciates what he does because it sort of sets a whole different standard, right? Of if you really want this, you can get it. Like, did you see that Star Wars picture that he totally edited with like QR codes and links and stuff in like the lightsabers
Actually, my face is in there too.
I saw that. Your pretty face is in there, mate. I saw that. I'm sure after this stream, my face will probably be in something similar too soon. I wouldn't be surprised. This is the first time the community's seen me, so yeah.
So, did you see Diablo? I think you should open.
Is Diablo in the chat? Did you say?
No, in the picture.
Oh, in the
picture.
Yes, I did see him. Yep.
Great, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't know where he gets these real clean photos from. Hey, I'm a little bit sus on that.
Yeah, actually.
Maybe he stalks you guys.
Actually, he DM'd me asking for a pic. So.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. He asked for permission. If he DMs me, I'm gonna send him the funniest bloody photo he's ever seen. Do something with that.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. So yeah, sorry guys. Let's
as Denison has mentioned, he's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I know. Actually, the first time I saw Denison, I was like, oh, it's it. Like he looks exactly how he sounds, but for me, I was still surprised. Very good. Alrighty, guys. So let's quickly move on. Now, the next part here is about promo packs and the pack opening. So, promo pack section is basically just the chances of what you're going to open. Okay, so whether it be a level 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 card, and then the actual percentages of whether the rarity is going to be common, rare, epic, legendary, ultimate. So obviously the most rare card out there, which I think I even saw someone posting it today. They opened a pack and they got an ultimate level 5. Oh, so jealous.
This is 1 in 20,000.
Yeah, 1 in 20,000 chance of opening a rare level 5. Sorry, an ultimate level 5. And he got one. So well done, man. That's awesome. I think that was the second one. That's the second legendary to be opened, but I think the first legendary wasn't a level 5. Someone can correct me there, but I think that might be the first ultimate level 5, perhaps.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
This was big, man.
Yeah. Really cool. So the next part is something that I think you guys might not be aware of. And that is the actual mechanics behind the pack openings. I was talking to JoVictor about this earlier, and this is one of the things in this roadmap that sort of made me go, oh, that's cool. So what they've done, okay, is they've had a look at the most commonly used methods for pack openings, okay, which is the random number generator. It's the wax random number generator, okay. Now, the only issue with this random number generator is when you open your pack, okay, there's no way to actually prove or disprove its randomness. So it might not be random. It might be random, but you can't actually prove it, right? So there is definitely room, because it can't be proved, there is definitely room for some trickery there, okay? If you know what you're doing, perhaps, and maybe you know some stuff about blockchain, maybe you might be able to do something where it might be able to favor your pack opening versus the next person, okay? So what they've done is they've decided to use the transaction when you send your opening transaction. So when you click open, okay, you basically send a transaction to the blockchain, and there are 3 hash values that are generated, okay? It's 3 random generated sort of alphanumeric numbers. Okay. Now, those 3 hashes are what actually determine your level, your rarity, and the card type separately. Okay, so one of the hashes will determine your level, one of the hashes will determine your rarity, and the other one will determine your card type. Now, this is the first of its kind in terms of using that method as a random number generator or a random picker to pick from the pool of cards as to what your card will be. This is the first time that anything like this has actually been attempted within the wax spaces, as far as I know. Potentially, maybe this might have been attempted elsewhere on other blockchains and other projects. I don't know. If anybody knows, please let me know. But as far as I can tell, this is the first time that this has ever been used. Most of the other projects sort of take the lazy approach and sort of go, oh, you know what? It's easier just to use the wax number, random number generator. Okay. Whereas NBM have gone, you know what? I don't like this. I don't like the fact that I can neither prove nor disprove whether it is random. So they've actually taken the path where it's guaranteed randomness. And the best thing about this is that you can actually guarantee fairness and a decentralized decision. So you can actually test this yourself. You can send a random transaction to the blockchain, get your 3 different hashes. You can do it again and again and again. And each time you can prove that all 3 of those are actually random, which is perfect. That's, this is what science is based on, right? It's about testing, and it's about having multiple different sources confirm that something is or isn't. So this is exactly what we're after, right? We're after ultimate fairness, and we're after guaranteed decentralizations with regards to decisions. Sorry, Joe, go on.
Yeah, I'm just laughing with people at chat right now.
All right, you're reading the chat. I haven't been looking at the chat. It's too distracting for me. I'm like, yeah, concentrating on like the roadmap here. But yeah, I'm over here. Hold on. What's funny, guys? Come on, share the secrets.
Yeah, I'm reading the chat, and I'm just trying to hold my laugh, not to just disrespect you.
No, please, man, please laugh away. Don't hold your emotions in. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, it seems I've just bought ARAG souls for $100.
You've just bought ARAG's what for $100?
So.
Oh, you bought his soul. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he doesn't need that. No. He belongs to NBM now. He doesn't need that. Very good. All right, guys. So hopefully that was something that is something that you guys find pretty cool. I know if anyone that doesn't find it cool, you're probably not nerdy enough, and that's okay. But for me, I actually find, for the simple fact that they've found another method that is totally fair and totally provable to be fair in terms of what card you get when you open your pack, that's a game changer right there. And I would assume as well that can be applied to many different things, and I would not be surprised if they maybe even do that for, I don't know, the mini games. Maybe they've applied that to the mini games as well, which would be pretty cool, right?
This is something that NBM has been doing for literally lots of things. You see, they've tried to do the drop via Atomic Hub. It wasn't very good. Then they tried it via NFT blocks. It wasn't very good either. Still, they made it their own drop platform.
Exactly.
And this is a practice that especially Fatmac has been doing pretty well. That is, each and every time he sees something that is not good enough, he goes out there, puts his work on, and makes it happen.
But what I find amazing is not only does he do those steps, I guess the mental processes that he goes through to go, how can I improve that? That in itself is amazing. But what really blows my mind, Joe, is that the implementation time for him to go from, I know what I need to do, to it's done and it's released is so quick. It's lightning fast. It really is. I mean, there's so many projects out there where they're going, oh, hey, we're going to do this. And then it's like 2 weeks later, oh, here it is. Whereas Vetmark literally thinks of something and implements it what seems to be less than a day.
Yeah, man. This is something that I didn't
Has
actually see.
This guy got 10 arms or something? Is he like a geisha with like 10 laptops open, just going gangbusters with Red Bulls, surrounded by Red Bull,
Actually,
That's what I imagine him to be, right? Is this machine like?
Yeah, actually, I'm starting to believe that Badmac is the name of a community.
Yeah, that's exactly. Exactly, yeah. So it's amazing. It really does blow my mind. He's the kind of guy that makes you want to become a developer, right?
Yeah.
He really is. He's one of those guys that make you go, "Wow, look at the possibilities." It's kind of like when you do anything, but it's kind of like when you go and watch your favorite sports or you I don't know, you go and you watch like some sort of where you see professionals in their zone, and you go, wow, it'd be so cool to do that.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys, really, really. At the end of the day, which is cool.
Yeah.
Man. Props to him. Props to him. I think we're all really happy that he's on our side. Which is funny, very funny.
We should get the active team guys rework soon.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Slow the pace, Mark. Give me time for waxing. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Just let wax moon for a little bit. Let me take some profit. Let me just wait for it to come back down again, and then to buy back in, and then you can release. Yes, Piggy Duke, he does make other projects look bad, but hey, listen. I guess if you're a gun at what you do, you don't really care what you make other people look like, and I guess it's all to our benefit. It is all to our benefit. So okay, back to the roadmap, guys. The next section is the card pieces. Now, as I mentioned before, 5 card pieces. You can blend them into the active card pack. Now, what I might quickly do is I might just quickly swap over to the NBM game site. Now, it's over here in blending, okay? And these are the 3 different types of blends that you can do. The top one is obviously the pieces. I've got 4 at the moment. Actually, I think 2 of these are giveaways. I'm pretty sure they are. So essentially all you have to do is just click, and you just have to fill these gaps, and then once you fill them up, you can hit over here and you can hit blend, okay? And that will give you, as pictured here, a random active card promo pack, okay, which you can choose to open or not open. It's totally up to you. I know Rapid Raging is hoarding them. But this is also, I might as well talk real quick about these other 2 blends here. So these are the 5 for 6, the five stickers for 6. Now you have to have the type that's here. Okay, so you have to have a promo sticker, you have to have a lottery sticker, you have to have the day 9 or the 1000 wax linked users sticker, you have to have a 500, and in this case you have to have a 1000 sticker. But on the one below, the difference between the 2 here is that this top one is a 1000 and the bottom one is a 100. Okay, so I would assume that these blends are going to hang around pretty much until all of the stickers have actually been. Is there a time limit on these, Joe? Like, are these going to be closed off at the end of the burn event, or is this something that's going to keep going?
Yeah, nothing has been actually announced about it.
Okay, cool. All right.
One thing that we know is that in the last 2 weeks of the month, we'll be able to burn stickers and get 1 pack.
Yep. Correct. That's right. Yeah. But I do remember someone saying somewhere, I can't remember who it was. It might have been Dennison. It might have been Diablo in the main chat. It might have been Denmark actually, where the stickers will only be able to be burnt during the burn at the end of promo. Once that event is over, you can no longer burn them into packs. They will remain stickers forever, which I just imagine because they then don't have any particular use, because you've chosen to not burn them, they will then obviously, I would assume they would probably go down in value. Okay, so it's totally up to you whether you guys want to keep them as a keepsake and memory. Who knows, maybe when NBM goes moonshot and will become mainstream, maybe these stickers will end up being collector's items. Who knows, right? So it's all a decision that you guys have to make on your own.
Yeah, I see there's Diablo mentioning that later they remain with only collector's value, which is in itself quite a good investment as well. So
Definitely.
this is something you guys should 100% keep a watch on, because stickers will be valuable for people that like investing, that like to keep a part of the history, and I'm pretty sure there will always be whales coming in.
Exactly, that's right. Now, Arags has just asked in the chat, he said, so will burning be turned off after some time? Well, essentially, yeah, that's what I was just talking about. So after the burning period, so from the 15th of September, which is in 5 days, until the end of September, it's about 2 weeks. You've got those 2 weeks to burn all of your stickers into packs. if you don't burn any stickers during that time and the burning period finishes, your stickers will remain as stickers. You won't be able to burn them anymore. I imagine the burning function on the actual website will probably be disabled. Okay, so you won't be able to burn anymore, and you won't be able to message the team and ask them to burn for you. It just doesn't work that way. The actual mechanic side of it will be completely taken off the game website. Alrighty, so again, it's totally up to you whether you want to burn them or not. It's up to you. Okay. Okay, so back to the roadmap. We've just talked about card pieces and burning. Now, another thing real quick that I want to touch on with regards to the different types of cards that are available now. Oh, sorry, not now, but the cards that will be available. There are only 3 types of cards. So remember, stickers aren't cards, guys. Card pieces aren't cards either, all right? But there's 3 types of... You're a little bit tired there, Joe. Mate, you need a coffee like me. Do you like my coffee mug? This is the biggest coffee mug that I have. And it's a mini-me one from Disneyland. It's not even mine. It's my wife's. She collected it from somewhere. But this is my mug. Yeah. Everyone in my household is too embarrassed to drink out of this. And I said, you know what? Give it to me. I'll drink out of it.
Yeah, looking good, man.
It's pink too. Actually, I don't know whether you can see that. So I know when it's my mug. But it's the biggest mug in the house, so it's mine. So the 3... sorry, go on.
You grab some coffee, but I've only slept for 4 hours.
4 hours?
Oh.
Actually, you know what? I said last night, remember when we were chatting last night and I was like, I gotta go. It's, work at 6 o'clock. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I actually didn't even have work. Yeah. I got a call from the guy that was running my job and he goes, don't bother about coming in today. I went, sweet. And I went back to sleep. For Friday. Yes, long weekend. Woo. And there's a sale coming up too, so I'm so excited for that. So it's just one thing after the next.
I'm 100% sure your head wasn't going to work today.
Yeah, it was. I was positive that I went to bed with the mindset of going, all right, I'm gonna have to get up in like 5 hours time. Actually, no, I'm gonna have to get up in like 4.5 hours time. I'm gonna have to work at least an 8 to 10 hour day on 4.5 hours sleep. And I was trying to do the maths in my head as to how tired I would be come this stream. And at the time, I worked out that I was probably going to be pretty tired, but it hasn't worked out that way. So I'm stoked with that. It's so good. Very good. All right, sorry guys. Back to the roadmap now. There's going to be 3 different types of cards. There's going to be active cards, land cards, and there's also going to be construction cards as well. Alrighty. What was that little ping? What was that noise? That was like a gift or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, actually, Poitex has just followed us.
Poitex. And Zimana has followed us as well 16 minutes ago. Thank you very much. Awesome. Okay, so sorry guys, I'm fairly new to this streaming thing. I don't know whether you can tell. I usually do audio only streams on Discord, and so I'm learning as I'm going. I hope I'm doing all right.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right, guys?
Pretty good so far. I'm having a blast. How about you guys? Let us know in the chat if you guys are having a blast. So with the active cards are going to be used for the PvP battles. Okay, so that's going to be using all your different powers and your levels and all that sort of stuff, PvP battles, but it's also going to be used for your mining. You can stake those, put them towards your land cards, put them together with your land cards and actually mine. The active cards don't have a max supply, but they will have a limited circulation based on the predetermined algorithm of the active player base. So the more players that there are, the more that are going to be in circulation. The less players that there are, the less that are going to be in circulation. So this is basically a way, as far as I can tell, that the team is this is the scalable side of the game, right? This is not where the game gets so far ahead of itself, gets really popular at the beginning, heaps and heaps of players playing, all these NFTs flying around, all these active cards going everywhere, and then in 6 months' time it dies off, and then everybody, because there's so many active cards out there, nothing's going on, or they devalue, or whatever the case might be. This will basically mean that the game is scalable, and scalable is thinking ahead, it's thinking in the future. If you're not building a scalable platform, you're not going to make it, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And this is something that is also pretty much new standards for the industry, right? Because
100%.
no one has been doing this. This really sounds like a really good long-term strategy. So guys, if you already have some cards, if you have some stickers, if you want to buy some, this is it's still the zip. I do believe so. And that is because as time passes by, as the game progresses, even more people will decide to join us.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. We want to be able to be appealing to the wider audience, right? Like it's all well and good that we're here first. There's a reason why we're here first because we're aware, we're in the space, um, but we, yeah, sure, we can play amongst ourselves as much as we want. And that's great in everything from a game aspect, but from an investment aspect, we want fresh money coming into this game. We want fresh money coming into the space because that's what's going to make our bags worth even more when it comes down to it. All right. When that time comes, that's where we start making our money and that's where we start increasing our investment, 2, 3, 10, 20 times fold over. Okay. So having a scalable platform and not just a scalable platform, but an understandable platform. Like blockchain is so like there's a reason why it's called crypto, right? It's because it's so cryptic. And whenever I talk about crypto to people that don't understand, they just don't really understand why I'm interested in it. They don't understand why it's a game changer. So as far as these platforms go, if we want to have more eyes and more interest on us, we need to make the platforms super easy to use, super easy to understand, scalable, and also interesting, right? Which I think NBM has ticked all of the boxes for that, as far as I can tell. And probably more. There's probably a hell of a lot more boxes that I haven't thought off just the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure they've ticked all of them as far as I
Yeah.
can tell, which is pretty cool. So, okay, so the second type of card, guys, is the land cards. That's so the land cards, and the third type is the construction card. Now, both the land and the construction cards are going to be available in this little mini sale coming up later today. That's right, isn't it, JoVictor?
Yeah,
Yep.
actually, the construction card will only be available at the construction pack, and this is something that is different from the main sale, and that is because in the main sale we'll also have the Dominator pack, which is the most expensive one that will have three active cards. It will have one land card and one construction card.
Ooh, that sounds like that's going to dominate.
Yeah. To be honest, I'll probably just spend all my tickets and then.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, like, I'm definitely going to be picking up some land cards and some construction cards tonight, like for sure. And I'm really super excited that I can get construction cards because I'm sort of starting to realize how important construction cards are going to be for my land cards to be able to boost them and everything. And
Yeah.
so, if anyone is able to participate in the sale tonight, I know the big thing that's going through your head that's making you really confused is, you know, do I choose a land card? Do I choose a construction card? And at the end of the day, I'm not experienced enough to answer that for you. I'm sorry, but just remember that this is just a mini sale. So I think it's important, Joe, that we quickly talk about the whole point of this mini sale. It's not just to reward those who can who have got investor role, right? That's not the sole point of this. It's not just to favor us. What it is, and the most important thing that I think is coming out of this sale, is the fact that this is going to be the first sale with the mechanics that the NBM team have come up with using
Yeah.
the NBM platform. So we're not doing it on Atomic Hub and we're not doing it on Nifty Blocks. We've done 2 sales on both of those platforms previously, and there was a lot of feedback with regards to those sales. And the the most feedback was, I didn't get anything, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's the most important thing here is these other platforms, these third-party platforms, have connection issues. You're waiting for your wallet to confirm transactions, whether you're using Anchor or whether you're using Wax Online. You've got different steps that you have to make, and some people with their connections, some people might have a faster ping, some people have got a slower ping. Some people are in third world countries where the internet isn't fantastic. Other people are sitting, right next to the bloody exchange, so that it's literally instantaneous. So I think there's a lot of variables using these third-party platforms that are uncontrollable and somewhat unfair, right? It favors those with more knowledge of how the sales take place. It favors those with a better connection, etc., etc. So I think the most important thing that we need to take away from this mini sale is the experience. That's the most important thing, is the user experience, guys. Because what this sale is going to do is it's going to enable 24 hours. There's a 24-hour window for each and every single investor. So anyone that has a ticket, 1 ticket, 2 tickets, 3, 4, 5, Rapid Raging has a bunch of them, right? Anyone that has at least 1 ticket has 24 hours to use that ticket to purchase the pack. Okay, now that is the first of its kind, as far as I know. That's the first of its kind, and if this sale is successful and we get really good feedback, guess what we're going to be doing for main sale? Okay, that is what we need to take away from this, is the user experience, and how does each investor feel afterwards, knowing that they were given an equal and fair chance to be able to participate and buy a pack. It's not really about buying the packs. Like, it is, but it's not really. It's about the user experience and what we can take away from this and how we can conduct sales in the future away from third-party platforms. That is what this sale is about. Okay?
Yeah. So, man, about the sales, I think we should actually talk about the packs, talk about the mechanism, because I see lots of questions that already have answered the roadmap.
Yes. Let me quickly, because it's in the roadmap, isn't it? Let me quickly go through to where we are. This is all confusing.
It is in page 33.
33. Here we go. Okay. So upcoming packs. Did you want to you can see my screen clear enough to go through this, JoVictor?
Yeah, sure.
Please take the reins on this one, right?
Yeah, no problem. The first question that I've seen is, how many packs will you be able to get with 1 ticket? So 1 ticket, and that is 10 NBM NFTs, not including card pieces, will make you able to purchase each one of the 4 available packs, and that is the survival pack, the secured station, the front post, and the construction pack, meaning that each ticket gets 1 pack. Doesn't matter which one, you can only buy 1 pack. Okay.
Yep. Sorry. XClickX has just said, wow, 1 of each. Well, 1 ticket, you can buy 1. So if you have 1 ticket, you have to choose from either the survival pack, the secured station, the front post, or there's also the construction pack as well, which is here. Okay. All right. So 1 ticket equals 1 pack. If you've got 4 tickets, you can buy 4 front posts. You can buy 2 secured stations and 2 front posts, or any combination of 4. Okay. So 1 ticket is 1 buy. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. We'll have for the sale the survival pack. That will be the cheapest one at $20. It will contain 1 land card and 1 active card. If you can zoom in the drop rates for lands, you see that this pack will grant you 75% chance of common land and 25% chance of rare. We'll also have the secured station for $50. This is a pack that will have 1 land card with higher rarity possibilities and 2 active cards promo packs. We'll have the front post, which will grant you 3 active cards and one land card, and this is the best rarity you can get at this time. And we'll also have the construction pack, but this one is not in the white paper because this will only give you one construction card. I think you can find this at the sneak peeks at the server.
Yeah, actually, let me. Yeah, sorry. No, we won't go into that. Yeah. So, guys, if you do want to have a look at what the survival pack, secured station, front post, and the construction pack look like, check out the sneak peeks in the Discord server. You'll be pleasantly surprised at how well and such high quality, these cards are being produced at. Like, they're amazing, absolutely amazing. All of the cards, all of the artwork, yeah, absolutely amazing. Props to Zenith. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there are some people that have been asking, if I had only one ticket, which one would I buy? I'd probably buy the front post, and that is because the construction card acts as a multiplier for your land stats, meaning that if you don't hold a land, your construction card utility isn't that much, right?
Yep. Kind of useless until you get a land card. So that's not a bad idea. And I guess also with the construction card, with the construction pack, you only get one construction card, right? So with the actual front post, you'll get 3 active cards and 1 land card. Okay, so you'll actually get 4 NFTs in the front post pack, but only 1 sort of NFT in the construction pack. But if you don't have a land card, then your construction card's kind of semi-useless, right? I'm sure you might be able to sell it on secondary, but really at the end of the day, my advice would be to hodl and accumulate.
Yeah. Now, if you have lands, you definitely should go for some construction cards because they will have the lowest supply at the game. They will have some pretty good stats, if I'm right. Not that I know anything, but I mean, we don't actually get to see many cards priced at the same price as other packs, right?
Z-Man, thank you very much for your follow. Oh, NCX Leg, thank you for your follow. Go on, Joe. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. So I think that's it, guys. If you guys have any other questions about the sale, we'll be gladly answering it.
Yeah, definitely. Put those questions aside, guys. And as I mentioned before, we'll do a little bit of a Q&A before we finish, just to answer some of your questions. Alrighty. I think what everyone really wants to hear about at the moment, Joe, is the Dominator Station. The Dominator.
Yeah,
How
man.
cool is that name? Legit. Dominator.
Every time I hear this, I'm getting goosebumps.
Dominator. Well, let me read this out. All right. The Dominator Station is the highest tier pack. It is the only pack that will give you a construction card. Nevertheless, you will also get 3 active card promo packs and a land card, which has a minimum rarity of rare. Okay, so we're not talking common, we're not talking uncommon, we're not talking anything lower than rarity. Your land card is guaranteed to be 55% rare, 30% epic, 10% legendary, and 5% ultimate. That is a big difference. To the land for even the front post. We're talking 2% ultimate, or 5% legendary, or 20% epic, or 45% rare. That's sort of this really ups your percentages to pick up an epic, legendary, or even an ultimate, which is pretty cool. I love that. I really do.
Dominator.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, you just got to get your barrier. Just lean into the mic a little bit. Dominator. Alrighty, guys. So we don't know, and there hasn't been any information disclosed to us or the community about when the Dominator pack is actually going to be released. I would assume that the Dominator pack is going to be left for the main sale. That's going to be highly sought after. There's only 4,000 pieces as well. So, I think this is one of the highest and sought after packs that's going to be available from NBM. So, yeah, listen, guys, if you haven't got your investor role yet, that's what you're aiming for, guys. You're aiming to get at least one Dominator station, because you get your active card promo packs, plus you get a land card that's guaranteed to be rare minimum. So I think that's definitely something that a lot of users are going to be, and a lot of the community are going to be aiming for, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah.
So Oak had just asked if we're gonna have any kind of whitelist to remove voting, or will it be a first come first serve kind of deal? Yeah, this is something that I find quite interesting, because we will have a max supply of 4,000 Dominator stations. So if we have lots of investors, then it will probably sell out.
That's right.
If I were you, I would be quick to grab this, because we don't know for sure how many packs will be sold in each time.
That's right.
But we'll definitely get a chance to grab it first.
Yeah, definitely. I do have to just mention as well, back in the very earlier parts of the roadmap, where we're talking about investor role. So they did mention here that if the community growth during promo periods surpasses our expectations, we will increase the number of investor roles from 1,000, which is what it currently is. So once we hit 1,000, and we're not at the end of promo period, they're going to actually up that to a maximum of 1,500 potential investor roles. Okay, so if we're talking, let's just talk worst case scenario from an investor perspective, right? You don't want competition. So worst case scenario is we have 1,500 investors participating in the main sale. Okay, that is still going to be 1,500 tickets minimum, right? One ticket per investor, and there's going to be some investors with multiple tickets each, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 10. Okay, that they're all going to be trying to gun for these. So again, this is the sort of situation where you have to really toss up where you want to put your investment. Do you want to invest your time into getting investor role, or do you want to invest your money into getting investor role? That's totally up to you, but there's going to be a lot of competition, and I imagine those construction packs, those Dominator packs, there's only 4,000 of them. So, if each of those 1,500 investors has 2 tickets each, that's 3,000 that could potentially be gone with only 1,000 left. Okay, and that is seriously underestimating how many tickets each investor is going to have at the end of the day. Okay, so we could have some potential investors, or some investors maybe picking up 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, who knows. Yeah, so it is really, really important that you guys aim for investor role as much as you can.
That is my intention, to be honest.
Yeah, my intention as well. Definitely. Okay, so I think what we'll do, let's just have a quick scroll through, because there is another section here that I wanted to have a little bit of a chat about. Is first of all, guys, let's do a quick Q&A. You want to do a Q&A? And then that way we can people don't have to hold on to their questions for much longer. Because we'll be answering stuff that we've just talked about. Guys, there's 67 viewers. If any of you guys have any questions about what we've just talked about, whether it be the different types of cards, investor role, the different packs that are coming up in the sale later today, is there anything that you guys want us to try and answer?
Hey, I'll be right back. I really need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, no worries. Go on. I'll hold the fort down. Okay, so how much does the Dominator station cost? That's from Melon Juicy. We don't know yet. They haven't released pricing for that. The only reason we know the pricing for the upcoming sale is because it's a mini sale. They sort of felt like they had to disclose that well before, so that we know how much it's going to cost. But the Dominator station isn't available in this sale, so we don't actually know how much it is. I would not be surprised if we follow suit potentially with Green Rabbit and their crates of $250 each. That's sort of, to me, sounds probably something like what it might cost, but don't quote me on that, guys. We don't actually know, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's something like that. Poitex is saying, where can I buy those packs? So if you're talking about the packs with regards to the upcoming sale later today, so that being the Survival Pack Secure Station, the Front Post, and also the Construction Card Pack, those packs are going to be available tonight in the mini sale, and I say tonight because it is now 10:30 p.m. in Australia, but the sale is in about, I think it's about 4 hours time. I think it's like 3 o'clock in the morning for me, which I'll be awake anyway. But you can only participate in that Poitex if you have the investor role already. So you've got about 4 hours. You've got 3 hours because the snapshot is going to get taken an hour before the sale starts. So that's 2 a.m. my time. It's about 3.5 hours time from now. And yeah, if you've got 10 assets, then you're all good. You'll be on that whitelist. But if not, you won't be able to participate in this mini sale. Rudolph's 7751 is saying, do we need all types of cards? Well, I guess that purely depends on how you want to play. So if you want to do PvP, as far as I understand, you only need active cards. Okay, so if I go here, so I'll give you an example of active cards. These guys are your active cards. Let me zoom in a little bit. Right, these guys are your active cards. The active cards are only available now. We haven't had the chance to get any land cards or construction cards. Tonight at the sale is going to be the first time that we're going to be able to get our hands on those. So far we've only got active cards. These guys are going to be used in the PvP side of things as well as the mining. But to be able to mine, you're going to need land cards, and you're going to need, well, you don't need the construction cards, but the construction cards are going to help boost the resource mining on your land cards with the help of your active cards. Okay, so to mine, you need two types of cards. You need an active card, and you also need a land card. And that, as far as I can tell from the roadmap, is the way that the team have thought of basically eliminating bot mining. Okay, so bots essentially need to purchase land cards, whether that be on secondary or through sales or whatever, and they also need to have active cards as well. So you can't just start mining. You can't just put these guys into into the the system, or however they want to do it when it comes to it, and start mining. You've got to be able to pair it up with your land card. But if you just want to do the PvP side, you can just have these active cards. Okay. And depending on your power level, rarity, all that sort of jazz, you will be able to fight to the death. Okay. Alrighty, but yeah. So that's what these guys are. These guys are the active cards.
Okay.
Sorry, go on. Yep.
Stinger Oak asks, you mentioned the end of Seekers at the end of September, but will cut pieces become obsolete after promo period? I mean, we don't actually have any info on that, but I think you'll still be able to burn them to get active cards back. What do you think?
Yeah, as far as I know, the sticker burning function is what's going to stop, because those are promo period stickers. But as far as the card pieces go, there's no indication that they are only limited to be able to be blended together during the burning event. As far as I know, the pieces is going to be an ongoing thing, as far as I know. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that the blending of 5 pieces into an active pack is going to be an ongoing thing, which is really, really cool for the community, because at the end of the day, it's not just about promo period. You're still going to be able to do giveaways. You're still going to be able to, participate in competitions and stuff, and even mine card pieces through the mini games, which, as far as I know, are going to be ongoing as well. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, the blending of the card pieces is as far as I know, is going to stay around, which is cool. Okay, so what have we got now? Let's have a look at another one. That was Rudolph.
Question from Richard.
Yep, go on.
So possibly you can get a rare land and a pack for $20, or a common land and 3 packs for $100. Yes, this is a possibility.
Yep.
It is harder to happen, but it is 100% a possibility.
Yep, definitely. Definitely. And again, it really depends on how many tickets you have. If you just got the one ticket, it's totally up to you what you want to get. But as we mentioned before, the front post is probably going to have the most value if you can afford it. If you can
Yeah,
afford the $100 and you've got one ticket, then yeah, we suggest that you get the land, the front post. So that's 3 actives and a land card, which is pretty cool. So what have we got here? Arags has said, "What if all sold out?" Well, that's not going to happen. If you're talking about the mini sale, again, the mechanics behind the mini sale is to make sure that they don't all sell out. If you're an investor, you're guaranteed with at least one ticket, you're guaranteed to get the chance to use that ticket within a 24-hour window of the sale starting to be able to purchase. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. When it comes to the main sale, sure, if you're not whitelisted and you're not an investor, then you're not going to be, in the first 2 waves. If you're whitelisted on the web or you're participating in the main sale, sure, yeah, they might sell out real quick. You might not get anything. So that's why it's so important to be able to sort of, book your spot to guarantee that, you're going to be able to have early access to these packs during the main sale. I think that's really important to remember.
yeah.
Sorry, go on. Yep.
Bentex asks, if someone doesn't use the ticket, what happens?
Good question.
This ticket rerolled to the other ticket holders. So
Yep.
if you have more tickets, you have more possibilities to get that ticket to you.
Yep, exactly. So that's that 24 window I was talking about, guys. So if you don't use if you are an investor and you have a ticket and you don't use that ticket within the 24-hour window of the sale starting, that ticket will be re-rolled and it will be randomly given to another investor for the second 24-hour period. Okay, so there is a second wave. I don't think that there's going to be a second wave. I think every investor is going to spend that ticket. As far as it's just going to happen, as far as I can tell. There's a reason why everyone's getting investor roll now. Is because they want to be able to get their hands on these land cards and construction cards. But for instance, let's just say something, God forbid, something horrible happens to one of our investors and they don't get it, and they don't get a chance to spend it. It will get re-rolled the next day. The next 24-hour period, it will be randomly given to another investor. Okay, so it will get used, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for following us, Red Gyardo. It is awesome, man, having you around, joining us.
Legend.
It's always good to speak with you. Chat as well.
I've got another question here from Carly Johnny. He said, "Can we level up without blending?" Okay, so this is interesting. So, as far as I can tell at this stage, no. That is the only way that we can level up our cards. So, for example, let me find something here. Here we go. So, I can click on this guy and I can select an NFT, okay, of a particular of a particular level. So, it has to be the same NFT, but as far as I know, it either has to be the same level or the level below. Is that right, JoVictor? The same level or level below to be able to blend, or is it only the level below?
I thought it was the level below, but some
Okay.
cards have different attributes. I'm
Yeah.
not quite sure.
Yeah. I listen. Without going through everything, I'm pretty sure I saw one of my cards. I was able to level it up, but it had an identical card. Well, I had 2 of the exact same card, and I could blend it still. So, yeah, you're gonna have to sort of leave that one open, I guess. But as far from what we can see in front of us, I can select a level 1 BM power that is rare as well, and I can spend 12,000 actium, which I don't actually have at the moment, so I can't actually do that. But if I did, I'd then be able to upgrade. Okay, not enough actium. Okay, but In doing that, I do believe that both of these will then get burnt, or they'll get blended together to create the level 3 BM power rare. Okay, as far as I know. Okay, so yes, at this stage you do. But to take the question further, in the future, once we're full blown game release, potentially not. I don't know. I don't know that there might be another option maybe where you might have to spend a lot more Actium to be able to do that blend without pairing it up with a card of a lower level or card of the same level. Maybe that might be another option. I don't know at this stage, but currently it looks like the blending is the only way to be able to level up.
Yeah, actually, this has been mentioned a few times about people have been calling this pure leveling, but there's no date for it to be implemented. So we
Pure
should
leveling.
wait.
That is actually in the roadmap too. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay,
We've
so
got
let's do it. Let's do a couple more questions and then we'll keep going.
Yeah. So Casper asks, so if you don't have the 10 assets, we will still have a chance to buy at the sale, main sale, or we're out of luck. Okay. About the mini sale, I'm not sure. I think it will be for investors only. But for the main sale, as we've already talked, there will be opportunities for other whitelisted people to buy in. I think active members probably should be able to buy at the second wave. And there will also be another criteria for the third wave. Can you show us again?
The roadmap?
Yeah, let's see the whitelisting criteria.
Okay, let's have a quick look here where the whitelisting was. Investor role, promo packs. I could search, can't I? Can I search this? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Think with JoVictor.
Let's have a quick look here. No, that's not it. Would you happen to know off the top of your head what page that might be on, Joe?
Let me look for it.
Okay.
Okay, it is at page 6.
Page 6, yeah, so back here. Okay, here we go.
So first stage will be exclusively for investors, and these are the 10 plus NFTs holders. Whitelisted members is not something that have actually been announced yet, but we can say with some sort of certainty that active members of our Discord,
I reckon it'll be I reckon it'll be active members in the Discord with active role for sure.
Yeah, so if you don't have the 10 assets, you'll already be able to get at the second stage.
As long as you've reached level 5 in the Discord.
Yeah.
Which is not hard.
So guys, do not forget to go green.
Yeah. Go green. Definitely go green. Go from what is it? From white or grey to blue, which is your wax linked, and then you go from blue to green, which is your active role. Alrighty. So yeah, really important, guys. If you want to get ahead of the public sale and then the web subscribers, which isn't very hard to actually that's not a very hard criteria to fill for the third and fourth stage. If you really want to be able to ensure that you're going to be able to get something during the main sale, highly suggest spend a couple of hours chatting in the Discord. It's not hard. Get your active role, and then you've essentially secured your position. Okay.
Yeah, because from my take, I think third stage will be quite a hard sale to grab stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. So that was that question. We'll do one more.
Yeah, let's see if we have more, then we get going.
Yeah, we've got quite a few.
Usually happen on the stream. Yeah, they do, but this one is our diary, so
this one is a little bit different. We're doing this stream a little bit differently. Like I was saying to the guys that were in here before we started recording and before the actual stream started, the main point of this stream is not It's not to bribe you guys, and I'm looking at the camera right now. It's not to bribe you with giveaways to make you feel like you need to be here if you don't want to be here. Okay? The point of this stream is to give you guys information that you might otherwise not have known. Okay, this is why we're going through the roadmap, or the not white paper, and basically giving you guys information. So this is episode 1 of the NBM Digital Diary. Okay, so we want to be able to upload this to YouTube. We want other people to be able to watch this, to be able to gather the information that we're telling you as well, because those are the people that we want to come into this project. Right? We want eyes and we want ears on this project, and we want them to understand what is so important about this project and what they're doing differently and changing the entire space, and what's so important about that. So that's the main point. Giveaways isn't the main point of this. However, I will be doing a Wheel of Names after this. Shh, don't tell anyone. Alrighty, so hang around. Alrighty, and let me have a quick look. What else have we got here? I think that might be it. That might be it.
Yeah, but don't let them know, guys. Don't let them know. This one is only for the NBM hardcore gamers.
That's right. That's exactly right. Okay, so hey Joe, I'm having a look at the chat here, and it says chat paused due to scroll. I'm assuming that's because I've scrolled up in the chat to have a look for questions, but I can't actually see.
If you click at this button, it will free everything.
Let me just get out of this.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's
Well
like it's, I
done.
don't know. Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like it's frozen.
Well, I can try reading questions then.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm frozen. Even the timer's stopped. That's cool. My video is still going though, so it's all good. All good. Still winning. Oh, there we go. Hey, it's back. Yes. Okay, cool. All right. It just sort of did a little glitch.
What those fatal crashes we always get.
Okay. All right. I understand that now. Okay. So sorry. Let me answer this last question. It says researcher of Riviera. Yes. Most important question: is Owl a singer too? Well, I won't go into too much detail, but I was actually classically trained. I won't go into too much detail. Maybe I might disclose a little something later on. Right? I am classically trained. Anyway, all right. So I guess let's.
There's a newcomer here in Billy. He asks what blockchain this game use. It is in the Wex blockchain. You should definitely join us. Join our Discord. And try and ask some questions. We'll gladly answer everything to you. Help you create your own wallet. Yep. Guys, if you do have the Discord link, please feel free to post it at the chat to help Billy out.
Yeah, that'd be good actually. If anyone can just create a link for Billy, that'd be awesome.
He asked as well if it is free to start in this game. Kind of free. I mean, you gotta get some giveaways to get some NFTs for free, but right now the entry price is not that cheap, because you'll definitely need to buy some high price stickers or active cards, and they're at around $70 at this time.
I love how helpful Azar, Bantats, and Rapid Raging Gamer are. They've just like missiled their links into the chat. Good job, guys. You guys, we can always count on you guys. Thank you. Okay, so I guess let's quickly move on. Guys, there's literally so much to go through here. That again, this is what I was saying before, is that you guys need to have a look at this yourself. If you haven't gone through, I think there's been about a dozen. It's got to be at least a dozen updates to this roadmap within the past week or so. These guys are constantly releasing and updating this thing as things progress, as ideas come to fruition, as changes are implemented, all those sorts of things. And it's an ever evolving thing. So I would highly suggest that you guys catch up to exactly where the project is at the moment, because then you're probably going to be just as exciting as a rapid raging gamer, all right? And we all know how excited he is. So let's go with. I really want to find out a little bit more about these NFT cards. Okay, so with regards to the active cards, the land cards, and the construction cards, I think it's. I think we should touch on these because I don't think everyone understands. If I go here, I don't think everybody understands quite what the level, the rarity, the RESM, the NFTM, the energy, and also the power mean. Right, like they're all really important variables that are different on each and every single card. Well, not each and every single, but amongst the group of cards, they're all different. They all mean different things, and that goes the same for the land cards, and it's the same for the construction cards as well. So let's quickly go through exactly what each of these defining characteristics and statistics for each and every single card means. Now, for the active cards, the level obviously is from 1 to 5. The grade is obviously the rarity, common to ultimate. Now the energy is the energy cost for playing this card in a PvP battle. So the energy isn't necessarily, how much energy you have or how much energy you put towards something. It is actually a cost, okay? So which then tells me that you can only play cards up until your energy is depleted, perhaps. I don't know. What do you reckon, Joe?
I think this sounds pretty much like a Splinterlands gameplay. You'll have a max energy to spend, and then you won't get to put any other cards.
Yeah.
So this is something you guys should definitely take a look at and try and level up as much as possible the cards that don't spend energy at all.
Yes.
Because they will be able to give you power without actually
using any energy whatsoever. That's right. Yep, agree. I actually have seen some cards. I think I might even have a card where the energy is 0, and the first time I got that I went, oh, what a shit card. But really it's actually the complete opposite. So again, that's why it's so important to go through these things, right? Because I thought having 0 energy meant, oh, I'm missing out on something, or oh, that's this is a crap card. It's not gonna I've got 0 energy on it. But really, at the end of the day, those are the cards that I want. I want more of those cards. Now, with regards to the power is obviously it's the damage value in the PvP battles, which is cool. Now, the RESM is the resource mining. So this is the multiplier that determines a resource mining boost. Okay, now remember, you need to have a land card, okay, to be able to mine. But joining your active card or putting your active card on your land card will multiply the mining boost depending on what this RESM is, on what this resource mining multiplier is. Okay, so obviously the higher the multiplier, the higher the mining boost for that land card. Okay. Same thing goes with the NFT mining. So in terms of the resource mining, that's when you're going to be mining one of the 4 resources: Constructium, Fusium, Actium, Minium. Okay. With the NFT mining, sorry, go on, Joe.
Will not be. Yeah, I think Constriction will not be able to be mined by active cards.
Okay.
They will only be mined by Constriction ones.
Ah, okay, that makes total sense. Sorry, thank you for thanks for pointing that out. Okay, so it's the 3: Fusium, Minium, and Actium. Okay.
Yeah, this is something you guys should definitely take a look, because Constriction total supply will be 10 times lower than all the other tokens.
So it's going to be a lot rarer. Yep, fantastic. Yep, awesome. So that was resource mining. Now the NFT mining, or the NM, is another multiplier, but that determines your NFT mining boost. So essentially, when you're mining, you'll be mining NFTs. Now, whether they're, do you know what sort of NFTs they'll be, Joe? Are we talking card pieces, or are we talking, active cards?
I think there's a possibility that active cards may get in this, but I'm not quite sure.
I would imagine that it would also be partnership cards as well, partnership NFTs.
Yeah,
definitely. Yep. Something similar to, I imagine it'd be something similar to the mini game at the moment, for the mining grid, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Minus
Definitely.
the constructium, obviously. So when we're
What
talking, resource mining and NFT mining, really at the end of the day, this little mini game that we've got going on up here. Let me just quickly bring it up. So this mini game here, which is the mining grid, this is pretty much going to be a this is a much simplified version of it. But if we can go up to my history here, you guys can see here that each round I'm able to mine all 4 of these coins or these resources at the moment. But every now and then, a random asset is going to also be mined as well, which I find is really cool. So I got this guy, I opened him before. I got some stuff
awesome,
out of
man.
it. I don't exactly know what it is or what to do with it, but I'm happy I got it anyway. So I imagine that the NFT mining aspect and the multiplier of the NFT mining boost basically means that you get a boost in the chances of actually mining an NFT, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see Forza Milan has just followed us. Thank you, man.
Well done, legend, absolute legend, Forza Milan. Now, there's some additional information here regarding active cards. Obviously, we can head to the game website, which is the card section of it. Guys, if you haven't had a look there, I would definitely suggest having a look at that, because where is it? It's not my cards. Oh, it is my card, sorry, but it's just at the bottom. It's here. Okay. So guys, this is the list of all of the most currently released active cards at the moment. Again, we're still in promo period, so we do have, a limited amount that have actually been released, but we will be, these are basically going to be released later. They've already got names, so we've got BM, Wheel of Names. I love that. That's going to be my favorite one, I reckon. Already straight off the bat. We've got BM Giveaway, we've got BM Drop, we've got the War Album, War Machine Collection, Spaceships Collections, Infantry Collection, we've got the Melee Weapons Collection, Battleships Collection, Weapons Collection, and it just goes on. Mining Album, Space Mining Collection, Ground Mining Collection. There's so many different cards, active cards, that are going to be released at a later date, which is why I think so many people are hanging on to those active packs, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, actually, I'm thinking onto mine.
Yeah, I opened all of mine. Yeah, I haven't held on to any. I guess my plan was, listen, I can make, I can put all my active cards now on the mining grid, and I can use my strongest cards in the team guest mini game as well. And I guess I've got, stickers that I can't use for the blending. So I'm going to have 20 odd stickers, I think, at the end of the, to burn during the burning period, which starts on the 15th. And I think I'm just going to, I can't guarantee, but I would like to think that I'm going to hold off on opening them, but we'll just have to wait and see. We just have to wait and see. Yeah, so that's pretty funny. But so that's sorry. Yeah, go on, Joe.
No, feel free. I'll change the subject so you can finish it.
Okay, just quickly. So with the cards, that's the list of cards that are at the moment. Active cards won't have a max supply, but they will have a limited circulation. We talked about that before. Once used for leveling up or upgrading, they will leave the space for new ones to be dropped. There you go. That answers the question from earlier, which I wasn't 100% sure on, but that actually answers it. So once you use your active cards for leveling up or upgrading, they will leave the space for new ones to be dropped, which is really cool, right? So we're not decreasing the supply. We're actually keeping the supply nice and level, okay, depending on how many players are, leveling up and blending and upgrading and all that sort of stuff, okay, which is pretty cool. Go on, Joe.
Yeah, so Rapid Raging Gamer is talking about some opening streams. Yeah, man, I think we're going for it. Maybe tomorrow or even at Sunday. I think we'll open some construction packs and land packs, and you're 100% invited to join us.
Oh yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Can I you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy some stuff tonight, and I'm not gonna open it. Let's do it on stream. That's hectic. Let's do that
Yeah,
on stream. That'll be really good content. I love that. Awesome idea. And Rapid Raging can come on and join us as well. What? I
Yeah,
can't. Sorry, too
we
early.
could
No
also,
mining album. Maybe lands and cons.
yeah, let's do lands and cons.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely lands and cons. Let's do that. Let's do construction cards and land cards. Definitely. I don't have any active cards anyway to open, so that's off the table for me. But you're more than welcome to open up the 60 plus bloody packs that you have, Rapid. You're more than welcome. But I know you don't want to be tempted. So, did you want to keep going on something, Joe? Or are you happy for me to continue?
No, it was it.
Perfect.
That was it.
Okay, awesome. All right, so the land cards, same thing, level 1 to 5, rarity, common to ultimate. The resources is basically which resources can be mined on that land card, whether it be Actium, Fusium, Minium, or Constructium. The size, so the land size is the amount of active cards and construction cards that can be used on the land card at the same time. So if you've only got land size of 1, you can only put 1 active card or 1 construction card on that land card. Okay? If it's 2, you can put 1 of each, or 2 actives and 2 construction. If it's got 3, 4, 5, you basically get what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that's your size. The resource multiplier, which is also on the active cards, which is the RESM, is the basic value revealing how efficiently resources can be mined on that land card. Okay, so this is what's coupled with the RESM on your active cards, which is the multiplier to this number. Okay, so the RESM on your active cards is the multiplier to the RESM on your land card. Your land card is the base value. The active card RESM is your multiplier of the land card base value. Same thing goes with the NFT multiplier or the NFTM. Okay. Now the limits is something that's not on the active cards. Okay, so the limit, some land cards will be limited to be mined only by specific active cards and or collections, or will be limited depending on what type of construction cards can be used on them. So if you've got a really super rare land card, you're probably not going to be able to put just any old active on there. It's probably going to be a very specific selective active card or construction card that goes on that. But if you can manage to get them, pair them up together, you're probably going to be killing it, I can imagine. Which is pretty cool to think about. Anything on that, Joe?
No, I think you did great.
Thank you. I'm trying. Additional information regarding land cards. Each land card will have 3 additional slots for partner NFT boosts. Oh, I didn't know that. More about that in chapter 9.2. So if you're playing the mini mining game that we've got at the moment, the mining grid, and you're picking up partner NFTs, don't sell them. Keep them. Alrighty, don't sell them. They'll have additional slots. Your land cards will have additional slots for partners NFT boosts. That's so cool. That's really cool. Okay, so Rapid Raging Gamer is saying, and only for boosts capped at 10%, so they're useless on their own. Okay, that's good. No, that's fine, mate. All good. Thank you for. Don't apologise. I'm sure you've read this about 100 times, Jake. So it says 15,000 land cards will be distributed during the initial sale in October. So that's going to be the initial. That's going to be the initial of the main sale. Each land card at common level 1 will only have 1 available resource for mining. Okay, so common level 1s, the land cards common level 1s will only have 1 available resource for mining. Resource distribution for common level 1 land cards: Fusium 45%, which is obviously the most abundant resource. Actium at second is 35%, Minium is 13%, and then Constructium is at 7%. Anything further on that, JoVictor, that you want to mention that we haven't covered?
Yeah, this is the reason why no one wants to join Fusion team, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Fusion, well, to be perfectly honest, Actium is actually pretty popular. Like, when I'm in there and I'm trying to, wait for someone to pick that last sort of, group to then try and quickly press on, the one that I want, It's either Constructium or Actium that gets picked first. So
Yeah.
I'm surprised though, because Minium is the second rarest resource. So you'd sort of think that Minium would really be it'd be between Minium and Constructium, but it's actually not. But maybe that's because Actium is actually you can use Actium now, right? We can use it to blend and upgrade our cards. So maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Maybe there's an actual use case for it at the moment, and not so much Minium. So that could be an example. That could be why, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and construction is of course the Renaissance gang, so
That's right.
It talks for
It does. That's right. Exactly. Yes, definitely. Okay, so the statistical values of construction cards. So construction cards are also going to be available in the sale tonight. You can only buy one at a time, and only if you've got one ticket. Same thing, level of 1 to 5, rarity grade, common to ultimate. Now the resources, what type of resources can be mined with that construction card? Size indicates the size of certain construction cards. Okay, so the bigger the size, the bigger the card, and obviously the more I would assume the more resources that can be mined. The size is the boost that card is adding to the land card. So again, construction card goes with a land card, they go together, but then you could also put your active card on there as well, right? So we're talking about boosts all over the place. Boost! So the boost certain card is adding to the land card on the matter of its size when combined. Okay. Again, the resource multiplier is the value revealing what boost will be applied on the land card. And the NFT multiplier is the same thing. It's the boost that's going to be added to the land card to mine NFTs. And the NFTs section when combined. I'm not. Joe, can you sort of elaborate on that last one at all? There's not much information there.
Yeah, this is something that I think we need more information to actually say anything.
I agree. Yeah. Maybe it will be the type of NFTs that can be mined. Maybe each construction card will have, a certain type of NFT that can be mined, rather than, all of the NFTs and it's just a big luck pot of what you get. Maybe it's just a particular type, perhaps. I don't know. We'll need more information.
Yeah,
definitely.
There's really lots of space for us to dive into to try and guess, but I really don't think we have a pretty good shot at guessing it right.
Yeah, that's right. Next minute the devs jump on and go, yeah, that's wrong. As we stated before, the additional information regarding the construction cards is that the construction cards are going to be the most limited type of cards. There's only going to be 4,000 of them sold during the initial sale in October. And it says soon more about them. So there's going to be more information that's going to be released about them, which is pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. We love more information. More information is more power. So guys, any questions with regards to the statistical values of construction cards, land cards, or active cards? Have you guys got any questions that you can shoot into the chat there at all that you guys might be curious about, that we sort of might have skimmed over, or that question that might have been raised? Feel free to shoot that into the chat.
Yeah, so Vandestein has won an Journey to Godhood NFT from Mining Game. Congrats, man.
I saw that. Yep. Well done, mate. Very good.
Crunchy got one from Atomic Kings. Well earned, mate.
That's all
People
I get.
Want the wheel.
All I get is when wheel. That's all I get. Whenever I even just post good morning into the general chat now, it's when wheel.
Hey, were you at the server when I used to do those sneaky bash giveaways?
Yeah, the 5-second ones. Yes, I was. Yeah. I missed them. I'd check the giveaway channel. I'd be like, yeah, sweet, all good. I'll go back to work. And then I'd go back to work for 5 minutes. I'd come back and there's 3 flash sales that are just gone and finished. I'm like, oh, dirty. Oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, so Reggie Arado says, will assets in game always remain in wallet or staked in game like our planet? Listen, I don't know the answer to that yet. I would assume that because you've actually logged into uh, the NBM game platform, I would assume that they would stay in your wallet. I would also assume that you can have them staking and you can have them up on for sale on Atomic Hub at the same time. And if it gets sold, it just removes it from that mining process in the game platform. Or if you transfer it, or if you do anything with that NFT, I would imagine that's how it works. Can you elaborate any more on that, JoVictor?
Yeah, I think that you probably have your asset remain on your wallet.
Yeah.
As we've seen with other mini games, we've been able to play them without actually having to transfer anything. So I'm pretty sure VadMap will make this possible.
Yeah, so Agent Cruncher has basically said I would think so too, like like the mining mini game. Yeah, so I would imagine. I think the main reason for the wallet function in the actual game platform, the game website, is to reduce the amount of transactions on the Wax blockchain, which is genius, right? Instead of clogging
Yeah.
up the Wax blockchain with all of our transactions from all these mini games, like if I click back over to the mini game here, and I go back to my mining grid, and oh look, I just got some deposits, yay! Right. So can you imagine
Yeah.
every single time that everyone that participates in these mini games, the amount of transactions that clog up the Wax blockchain, and we're still in promo period. So for them to be able to, for the devs to be able to implement an in-game wallet where everything runs in-house, right? And we can choose to withdraw those. That's fine if we want to. It's totally up to us. I can withdraw them to my Wax wallet or whatever I want to do to it, and I can send it to other people as well, or I can, put my NBM Fusium up on Alcor or whatever I want to choose to do. I'm free to do that, but for the simple fact that I have an in-platform wallet that then makes the experience smoother, doesn't clog up the Wax blockchain either. These are all things that have been really, really well thought out. And again, these are the sort of things that are going to make the user experience so much more pleasant, to interact with the platform and with the game. And I think being at such an early stage in the actual project as well, and having these available already, just goes to show how much thought has been put into them, but also sort of indicates what we're going to be sort of exposed to a little bit further down the track as well, right?
Yeah.
Which is
100%.
really, really well thought out processes.
Yeah, especially when you think about what used to be our planet's staking system, and it was something that did not allow other projects to integrate themselves. And now we got these new models. We see Oliveland, we see Nova Rally. They're all doing staking via wallet assets, and this is something big, right?
Yeah.
The active card mini game actually shows the possibility for us to stake by keeping our wallet, our assets at our wallets. So I think we'll probably stick to it. Oh man, I forgot what I was going to mention about the tokens.
That's okay. That's cool. Maybe you can interrupt me if you remember. But yeah, so this in-game wallet, guys, if you haven't had a play around with this, please do. You can get Fusium. You can buy on Alcor. There's an actual pairing on the exchange. But then for Actium, Minium, and also Constructium, you can also get those as well, but they're through the swap function, so it's a little bit different. But I'm sure there'd be a lot of people that would be used to the swap function. So okay, cool, awesome. So I think that pretty much answers most of those. Rapid Raging Gamer, are we buttering up Medmark again? I am in. Well, I didn't mention his name, and if he's responsible for it, get the bloody butter out. Okay, I'll get the knife, you get the butter, lie him on his back, let's do it. Yeah, a little bit of buttering. What else have we got here? Let's have a look at some more questions. More when will. When will. Oh, Bantats, thank you. I do have, I'm changing colors. So I've got one light to my left, I've got another light to my right, but they're timed differently. So, you know, depending on what side I'm looking at, you'll get a different light, different color. So, oh, that's you typing in.
No, actually, I think that's Diablo.
Oh, that's Diablo. Diablo's with us. Welcome.
Yeah. Hey, Eric, how's it going, man?
Fantastic. We've actually got 72 viewers. We've gone up by a couple, but we're not losing views, which means that we're actually talking some interesting shit. Hopefully everyone's like glued to their screen. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. To be honest, this is the content everyone that is buying NBM stuff should be watching.
100%. I agree. You know, giveaways are great and everything, and to give you guys the chance of doing that and to participate and to win, you know, stickers and card pieces and everything is fantastic. But at the end of the day, if you don't understand why you're here or what the game is about, then there's really no point. Yeah, I think information is power, definitely. When it comes to your investments, information is priceless, absolutely priceless.
Yeah. Actually, if you think about the money perspective, we're kind of giving you guys much money from the stream, right?
A lot of money. We're giving you heaps of money right now. Can you feel it? Is your bank account overflowing? I can hear the coins dropping out of people's pockets as they accumulate.
Wait, is there a car?
I want to make a complex tower defense thing with reincarnation towers, heroes, so 2 days. Oh man, Rapid Raging. He's a unique creature. I love him. I love that guy. Very good. All right. Very nice stream and nice to meet you, our sneaky boy. Thank you, Carly Johnny. You are also a sneaky boy. Okay, all right, let's move on. So yeah, token max supply, as you can see, NBM Constructium is 10 times less. So we're talking, what are we talking? Hundreds, thousands, millions. Are we talking about 10 billion Constructium versus 100 billion of each of the other three? So yeah, as you can tell, that would be the whole purpose of the 7% versus the 13% for Minion, the 35% for Actium, and then the 45% for Fusium in terms of rewards. So that's pretty cool. Do we know?
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
But this also means that Minion might just be the most sought after token.
That's true, because it does have the same supply as the other two. Yeah, but it is rarer in terms of, you know, there's about 3 times less chance that you'll actually be able to mine Minium versus Fusium, and about 2.5 times less of a chance for you to mine Minium over Actium, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. That is definitely really cool. One thing that I did want to touch on was basically where all of the tokens are, the distribution of the tokens, I think is sort of important that we touch on. So I think with the mining and the staking, 60%, if we're talking numbers, we're talking 60 billion Fusium, 60 billion Actium, 60 billion Minium, and 6 billion Constructium will go towards the mining and the staking. 10% will go towards partners programs, which is also somewhat related to the staking. 20% versus PvP rewards. So there's actually less going towards the PvP rewards than there are going towards the mining and the staking. So I don't know. What do you reckon? Do you reckon it's actually worthwhile having the majority of your cards mining and staking, and then maybe just having a couple of really gun cards to play your PvP? I guess that all sort of comes down to personal preference, right? How you want to play.
I think this is a pretty good ratio, to be honest, and that is because PvP battles will be for people who are active at the game, and we can't guarantee that everyone will be able to play it every single day, right?
That's it. 100%. I agree.
So these rewards will make sure to actually prize the people who are out there playing the game and not only staking.
Yep, I agree. I agree because you've also got to remember as well, if we're trying to really not reward bots out there, that's also another way, right? That where well, NBM is actually rewarding players that are playing, because you're not going to find a bot playing PvP, as far as I can tell, right? That's not
Yeah,
something that, someone with 20 bots is not going to be interested in putting, 20 bots on a PvP, the PvP aspect of this. They're going to be really trying to gun, to use all of those bots in the mining process. And so really at the end of the day, the PvP rewards are actually for players, which is really, really cool. It's for the active players. It's for people that are playing actively and people that are using the PvP function of the platform. So
yeah, and I might be tripping about this, but I do believe that mining and staking will give people some average rewards, while the PvP rewards will be much more related to risks. And that means sometimes you may get a lot, but also sometimes you may lose a lot and not get much.
that's right, exactly. And I guess we should also mention as well the competitions, right? So there's going to be, as far as I can tell from the roadmap, there's going to be competitions too. So, we're going to have maybe a pool of 1,000 PvP players or something in a particular competition, kind of like, your World Series of Poker almost, right? So we've got the preliminaries, and then we've got the mains, and then we've got the semi-finals, and then we've got the finals, and then ultimately we've got a champion. And, I think the champion could potentially, it could be very, very lucrative for them, which is a
Yeah,
pretty cool thought actually, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
The champion will also be able to face Rapid Raging Gamer.
Well, that's
If he
it.
gets
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's the final boss. He's the Bowser. He's the Bowser of NBM. So 0.1% of the distribution of tokens is going to go towards chests and packs. So that's 100 million of the 3 Fusium, Actium, and Minium, and 10 million of the Constructium. And then 9.9% will be for drops, giveaways, and contests. So I imagine the rewards that are being distributed right now from the mini games. I don't know. What do you reckon they're coming from the 60% pool, or do you reckon they're coming from the 9.9% pool for the drops, giveaways, and contests?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Good question. Hey,
I believe they're coming from the jobs and giveaways contest pool.
potentially, yeah. Listen, if anyone from the dev team is currently watching at the moment, yeah, let us know. Just out of curiosity. So the mini games at the moment, the rewards that are being distributed from the mini games, which pool are they coming from? Are they coming from the mining staking? Are they coming from the partner program? Are they coming from the drops, giveaways, contests? Let us know so that we can sort of give a bit of a shout out, so that we can sort of fill that gap, fill that question out.
Yeah.
Cool, awesome. All right, so moving on. And anything further with regards to the distribution that you want to touch on? And any questions, guys, firstly, before we move on?
Yeah, Vadmax says it's coming from the mining pool.
Oh, cool.
Thanks,
awesome.
man.
Mining pool. Fantastic. Excellent. So there's 60%. There's heaps more of that. That's a very deep pocket, that one. Very good.
Yeah.
Just firstly, Carly Johnny has asked, how long can we play PvP per day? So I think that purely depends. Now, if I go back to my cards and I show you an example, I think that purely depends on your energy. So as you can see, for example, my BM energy card here, it's a level 1 common. It has an energy of 25. So that uses up 25 energy when I play that card in a PvP battle. Okay, so let's just figuratively say, I'm just chucking numbers out, you guys, but let's just say I've got 100 energy per day, all right, or I amass a certain number. Let's just let's just call it 100 just for the sake of it. I can play 4 of those cards per day, okay, before my energy is depleted. But if I play this level 2 card, BM Minium common over here, that only uses 12, so I can use that almost twice as many times, or just over twice as many times. Okay, so I think it really depends on which and please let me know if I'm missing something here, whether the roadmap actually states how much energy we're going to be able to get each and every single day. I haven't covered that just yet, but if anybody knows, please let me know in the chat. But that's how I understand it. Okay, so it's not something that you're going to be able to do infinitely all day, every day, unless obviously your energy for a particular card is 0. Let me have a quick look here. I don't know whether I've got any 0 cards. I've got a 7. I've got a 1. Hey, I could play that card. Where'd it go? Oh, it went somewhere. There it is. My BM Actium, my rare level 2. That's only got 1 energy, right? So, you know, that's pretty much almost nothing. But again, the power's not that great. So the power's only 9. So that's something to take
this
into
is for
account as
grinders.
well. Sorry?
Definitely for grinders.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Here we go. Here's a 0. So my BM Actium, level 4 rare, it's got 0 energy. So I would assume that I would be able to play that card indefinitely, really, at the end of the day. But then again, the power's only 10. So if I come up against anyone that has a higher power, I would assume that, you know, they would beat me, right? So I guess it's a little bit of a gamble to play that card. But at the end of the day, you know, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. So I think that's the only card that I have that is actually 0. But that's just an example of a 0 card versus, you know, other cards that have 25 or 30 or 20 or 15. Okay.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm actually thinking about grinding the game with BM Action, just to practice it, to get a good grasp of the mechanics, and then start playing with higher power cards.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea. Yeah, that is a good idea, because then that way you're not using any energy and you can sort of just keep going at it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
NXP Azar has basically said, I think there should be a total PvP per day as well. Yeah, listen, there might be a total number of games that you can play every day. I don't know the answer to that. Again, if it's in the roadmap here somewhere, please correct me, but I'm not sure. I don't know whether that will be the case, but who knows? Maybe that might be something. Yes, energy is refilled. Sorry, I'm just having a quick look here. How about daily quests? That's from Rudolph751. Daily quests, yeah, listen, I don't know about that. JoVictor, do you know whether there's going to be daily quests and missions?
Not really, man. I think we're not at that point yet.
Yeah, I don't think we're at that point yet. Yeah, listen, there might be some form of quest or, you know, mission to complete, you know, whether they be daily or weekly or individual per player sort of type, you know, missions, and then you get rewards after them, perhaps. I don't actually know. Maybe that might be an idea that you could potentially put into the Discord ideas channel, and maybe that might be something that they could think about. That'd be pretty cool, actually, if they haven't already thought of it. Yeah.
What do you mean?
So Wolf Tattoo has basically said, how do we get energy? I would assume that it would potentially be a time-based accumulation. I don't know that for sure. Again, if this is in the roadmap, guys, somewhere, Rapid Raging Gamer, maybe you could help out here in the chat. I would assume that it's a time-based thing. So maybe it might be something that ticks over every 24 hours. You get refreshed energy. The higher the level the cards that you own, potentially the cap of that might increase as well. JoVictor, any idea about that, or we're still clear? We're like running around with our heads off. We don't know what's going on. We're with you guys, all right? We're working this out together. That's the whole point of this. Yeah,
I think the roadmap actually states some of the functions of each token, and there is action will be used to level up and upgrade active cards.
Yep.
Minion will be for land cards, and construction for construction cards.
Yep.
But fusion will get you fusion cards, which is a mechanism we don't know yet.
Okay. Right so now, there is a hidden. There is an unknown mechanism at the moment. Okay.
Yeah, right now we're diving into unknown waters, so we'll just be speculating a lot.
Okay, so Rapid Raging Gamer has said here, he goes, for PvP there are no infos about how it works, nothing about energy or stuff. He said only that cards on mining are locked from PvP for 24 hours, which makes sense, right? So you can't just jump back and forth, You can't just jump back from mining to PvP to mining to PvP. That it'll actually be locked for 24 hours. If you put your card into mining, which I would assume that it would also take up an energy as well, right? So it's not just PvP that uses up the energy, it would also be your mining. So maybe it might be one total energy pool, right? That both your mining activity and your PvP activity take from, depending on what cards you use, depends on the rate. But that the PvP and that the mining is locked once you start your mining. It's locked for 24 hours from which totally makes sense.
Yeah, and this totally fits. I believe Cruncher has mentioned that he had intentions to stake during the weekdays and then play PvP at the weekend.
Yeah, exactly. That's what. Oh, totally. When you've got the time to play, yeah, sure, that could be something. Like if you're working or you have school or you've whatever throughout the week, and you don't have the time to sit there and play PvP all week, you can set all your cards to mining all week. There you go. And then come the weekend when you got a bit of spare time, pull them off of mining, and then you can play your PvP. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that strategy actually. So Rapid Raging Gamer has said Fusium is a rarity upgrade. Okay, thank you for that. All right, so that's to upgrade your rarity, which I have actually heard from a number of different team members that it's not just the level that you can upgrade, it's also the rarity. So you can upgrade a level 1 common to a level 5 ultimate. It's going to be hard, but it's not impossible. It is doable, which is pretty cool actually. That's actually a really cool function to be able to upgrade the rarity and also the level. That's nuts. I like that.
Yeah.
Rapid Raging Gamer has said, imagine they release a new roadmap with 0.7 after stream. Well, it looks like we're going to have to keep going so that they don't. All right. That's pretty good. So what's he saying? You were showing that paragraph on stream, by the way. Yes, true. That is actually true. Yes, Fusium is here. Yes, very good. Alrighty. So any other questions, guys, with regards to that? Rapid Raging is just absolutely firing information into the chat, mate. Thank you very much. You're leading. It's the blind leading the blind at the moment, which is good. This is fantastic.
Yeah, Rodolph asks about being able to increase the energy pool. Well, I mean, we don't even know about the energy pool yet.
Yeah, we don't know anything about that at this stage. But I would like to think, just an assumption, guys. I would like to think that as you level up your cards, maybe the total level of all of your cards equals what your energy pool is going to be. Okay, because obviously, if you've got 100 cards, but you've only got 50 energy, you can only use 2 of those cards before the energy is completely depleted. It doesn't really make sense, right? So I would say that it would be a dynamic thing where the more cards that you have, the higher your energy pool, or maybe the higher the level of the total cumulative levels of all of your cards together equals your total energy pool. Perhaps. I don't know. I don't know whether that's the case, but that's just a bit of an assumption on my side of things, and it sort of makes it sounds a bit logical, doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes a pretty balanced model, so I think they will probably stick to something in those terms.
Yeah, I agree. Alrighty, so okay, cool. All right, awesome. So this is the pure leveling up. So the leveling up logic, which is basically to level up each of your cards from, whether they be level 1 or level 4, all the way up to level 5. Okay. So this is what I was talking about before, which we can actually level up right now. Okay. So if you've been accumulating Actium, and you've also got a couple of different cards that can be blended together, you can actually level up your cards at the moment. I think I don't want to put a number on it, but I know the first card was actually upgraded by Gerbot. I think he got a sticker for that as well, which is pretty cool. So he got rewarded for doing the first card upgrade, which is it's pretty cool, right? It is a bit of a feat, right? It's a bit of a milestone. Yes, bot rigged, correct. Yeah, I don't know why that guy always wins my link solves. I've spoken to him about it, and he doesn't understand how it works either. But he really likes my link solves. He goes, "I get your link solves, whereas the other ones I don't get." So maybe we just think alike. But the leveling up logic says every card in the game will have 5 possible levels at each grade, so each rarity. With each level up, cards will have some statistical values increased and might gain additional skills. So to level up a card, players will need to collect a set amount of the same cards. So first level card to the second level card will require 2 same cards of the first level. That makes sense. So 2 level 1 cards equal a level 2 card. Second level card to third level will need one second level card and 1 first level. So the current level card plus another card of the previous level to equal a third. Same goes with third to fourth. They'll need a third plus a second, and then from fourth to fifth they'll need a fourth plus a third. So I know that's a lot of fourth, thirds, seconds, firsts, but essentially to level up to the next level you need the current card plus you need the previous card if you're second going to third going to fourth, or fourth going to fifth. If you're first going to second though, you need 2 of the first level cards. Okay, that makes sense. So what we've got here next is additionally each level up will cost a set amount of tokens. Okay, it'll depend on the card type as to whether it's Actium, Constructium, or Minium, totaling 2,000 times the rarity multiplier, which is 1 to 5, okay, times by the craft level. So for a 5th level card, okay, it contains 8 first level cards plus 28,000 tokens times by the rarity multiplier in total. So I know we're doing a little bit of maths here, all right, but essentially this is the way that you this is going to be the cost, all right, of leveling up your level 1 card to a level 5 card, etc, etc. Okay, so this is the leveling up logic. Now the pure leveling up works in a little bit of a different way. This is the pure level up method. When used only 1 card of the previous level, but second card replaced with times 4 or 40 times for land and construction. So it's going to be 10 times as much to do the pure leveling up for land and construction cards. Okay, but in this case, let's just say it's for the active cards. Okay, it's going to be replaced with times 4 amount of each token. Okay, so Fusium 2000 times by the rarity multiplier of 1 to 5 times by the craft level times by 4. Okay, so that's the same for Fusium, Actium, Minium, and Constructium. Okay, so this is your pure leveling up. Sorry, say that again.
This will be really expensive, man.
Very expensive, yes, but that's why they're calling it pure leveling up. So yeah, essentially, if you don't want to collect your active cards, whether it be 2 level 1 cards to level up to 2, or whether 1 level 2 and 1 level 1 to level up to a 3. If you don't want to do it that way, you can do it another way, which is the pure leveling up, but it is going to be a lot more expensive, right? So again, this is another sort of roundabout way where we've got options, right? It's not just this is how you level up and this is the only way you can level up. It is this is how you can level up, but there's also a little bit of a shortcut, but it's going to cost you a little bit more, right? To take that shortcut. But to have the option is cool, all right? To have the option is good. Anything further on leveling up, guys? More link solves from Owl. Actually, yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Wolf Tattoo said we need a riddle solver sticker. It's like an achievement stamp. I think for Margellus's link solve, quizzes and riddles, I think that's actually probably a pretty good idea. Because I think if you can get, some of those, you're a bit of a brainiac.
Hey, Rapid Raging Gamer says you have not thought about what packs to buy. Oh, come on, man. He's read the roadmap 20 times over right now. So.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing, Rapid. I'm going to do it even. So I'm going to buy an equal number of front posts and an equal number of construction. That's just, yeah. I'm one of those guys. I don't want to have too many land cards and not enough construction, and vice versa.
Yeah, and this is something that I'm kind of with doubts right now because we don't know how many construction cards we can put inside the land.
Exactly.
So I'm
That's
trying
right.
to remember fast.
Look at him flexing. Flexing. I think I'm gonna buy. I'm thinking about 13 constructions or 12 and one. Why would you even do 12 and one?
Yeah, that might be a good bet, but I'm really not that confident that a land will be able to fit that many construction cards.
Yeah, yeah. Not unless not unless maybe he's trying to sell them on secondary. Who knows? That could be something as
Yeah,
well. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Oh, that's true. Actually, he said there's going to be enough lands on main sale. So yeah, that's fair enough. If you're wanting to hold on to them for a while, that's cool. That's cool. Good good tactic, perhaps. So let's. Uh, yeah, guys. There's just so much in here. The amount of thought that has gone into so many of these different processes is pretty mind-boggling. Again, I don't want to go through everything here because there's just so much here, guys. Um, and to go through everything would be here for about 4 hours. So
yeah.
I think maybe what we'll do, guys, is maybe we'll. I really want to do a wheel of names. I don't know who. Show me some love in the chat if you want me to do a wheel of names in the Discord. One of my high intensity, ruthless wheel of names.
Woo!
Here we go. Here we go. They're coming through now. Come on, guys. Show me some love. Who wants to do a wheel? Got some prizes. No pings, Ryu. Very good. No pings. No pings. Give me some more love. Otherwise, I'm just not even interested. I'm tired. I could.
Yeah, I remember
Oh.
last night that Majalis actually hosted a radio in which he asked people to DM him love. And I told everyone to DM him love, so he actually got it like 15 times.
Yeah, please don't DM me. I have enough unread DMs from bots as it is. All right. Gobanes, yes, you did hear Wheel. All right, guys. Listen, I think what we might do is we might end the stream there. This is episode 1 of the NBM Digital Diary. We've just gone through some of the roadmap with you guys. I really, really hope you guys have managed to understand a little bit more about the upcoming sale, a little bit more about the active cards that are currently out there, the statistics, and all of the different things that are on the cards and what they mean. The tokens, we covered the tokens. We covered a whole bunch of different stuff tonight. We've been on for almost 2.5 hours. Like, time absolutely flies, doesn't it, when you're having fun? So
Yeah.
really, really looking forward to. We're going to do another episode later. We would have already been through the actual the mini sale that's happening tonight. So maybe we might include some of that. We're also going to be doing, as JoVictor mentioned with Rapid Raging Miner, we're also going to be doing a bit of an opening stream, a pack opening stream as well. That might be happening tomorrow, obviously after the sale.
I think we can't open the packs until the 15th. So I think
That's right.
we should
Yes.
be a stream to inaugurate it.
Yes, correct. I agree. And also, I guess on the 15th, we'll be able to. Mirage MK, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. But if it's on
Yeah,
the
there's also
15th, we'll also.
Networker. Thanks for following, guys.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Oh, there was another one. Oh, I missed that one. Must have been when I
Yeah,
was sleeping.
he's
When I was sleeping.
100% Brazil.
Yeah, so if that is on the 15th, then I guess we're all going to be burning our stickers too. Oh, I'm so excited. So we can do pack openings for that as well. Plus, we can do land and construction packs. That's awesome. That guys, that's going to be a really good stream too. I can feel it in my bones. But guys, thank you so much. This has been an absolute pleasure. JoVictor, mate, absolute legend. Thank you for waking up at 8 a.m. and doing this with me. I know you can wipe the crust out your eyes now. I've still got my pink cup with my coffee going. I've got a little bit left in there. I'm going to keep going with that. Guys, thank you very much for joining us on the stream. Look out for episode 2. It won't be far off, I can imagine. And we'll see you back in the Discord. Let's get chatting and let's go do a wheel. Who wants to do a wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to do a wheel. All right, guys. See you later.
Thanks for joining.
Have a good night.
And thank you. it was pretty awesome. I learned quite a lot from these streams, so I hope that you guys have learned as well.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. The names.
Yeah. Perfect. Alrighty, guys. We'll do the sign off now. Take it easy. We'll see you in the Discord. Have a great night.
See ya.